Hello, Dave.
Oh, hey, gamer. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been 7 months or so now. Um, yeah, so here's the elephant in the room, right? So, COVID hit, right? And that coincided with, Bernie dropped out of the election. You know,
Sad times.
sad times. Um, All right, so I rewatched the last episode and everything to prep for this because
Who
we're
brought
finally.
it up? We were playing board games at my girlfriend's house, and she brought it up, and then we ended up just listening to the part where your voice goes wacko mode.
I hope it happens again, really, because that was pretty hilarious.
It was gold. But what did you
yeah.
learn from watching the last one?
There were some funny bits. Like, we started off the episode like immediately talking about how both of us were just sick and neither of us knew what with. You were like, yeah, like the doctor doesn't know what I'm sick with, and I was like, I had something too, and that's why there was like a gap between the first episode and the second episode, and then like immediately after that, COVID hit.
Yeah, we didn't record for 7 months.
Just funny that we probably had COVID before we before.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Pretty funny. That and we were talking about fucking election shit, which now is, I don't care about anymore.
Old news, bro.
Old news.
Bro, let's talk about the fly on Mike Pence's face. Oh my god, it's so wacky. He won the debate, bro.
Have you seen the funny audio clips of Kamala and she says something snappy?
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, here's another thing that was funny that happened in the second episode. I made a joke about Kamala, and now look at us. We're in the position where she's the vice runner for. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It was pretty funny in retrospect, looking back at just like what we talked about and how
it turned out.
And how related it is to things. Like the second episode's called something like Riot Udon and Hulk Hands.
Yeah.
And then 3 months down the road, there's riots going on, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh fuck, we really misjudged some things there.
We could just predict the future. That's all it is.
That's it. Do we have any predictions for the next 6 months?
Somebody important's gonna die. And the next anime season's gonna be shit.
Okay. And how many weird rich perverts are we gonna find out about how much of perverts they are?
I'm hoping a lot, but you can never predict those things.
Yeah, at least 3 to 12. That's
3 to 12.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm writing that down. That's going in the
12.
notepad.
Mark it. 5 episodes from now, because that's where we're gonna be. We're gonna only record 5 episodes in the next 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
At that point, everybody tell us whether or not we were right about the pervert thing.
Yeah, thanks. Leave it in the comments down below.
I wanted to start this episode by denoting how many subscribers we had.
Which is?
We're at 7 currently. Hey, moving up in the world.
And I'm not even sure if I know who they all are, so that's a good thing.
I can guess at least 2 of them, and it's us. On our own separate private accounts. We got your girlfriend. Wesley, is he subscribed?
Really? I don't know.
I was hoping.
I doubt it.
Did anybody else in your family, do you think, care enough to? And I know you talk
think
to
I know I show my family this podcast.
What are you talking about? You talked to Quinn and Emily about it. I heard it. I was there. You talked to Quinn and Emily.
But I didn't send them the link on purpose.
Okay, good. So I can swear in the show then. Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, not until I move out, buddy.
You can't. Oh.
Then the DGen side comes out.
Gotcha. So we can't talk about our hentai collections that we've saved up the last 6 months, huh?
No, but funny you mentioned that, because that's just the truth, actually.
Yeah. Henry has a selection.
Yeah, it's nice. It's in a cardboard box in my closet.
I have 6, I think.
6 hentais.
Maybe 4.
I've got 6 hentais.
I'm at 4. We got him at Sakura Con last year. Oh, we missed Sakura Con. That was canceled. Yeah. So that sucked. So I've been at the company I work for almost 3 years at the end of this month now. And I didn't take shit for vacations. I know you know this, but I'm telling our loyal viewers.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't take really any vacation other than occasional like Friday off for the last 2 years leading up to SakuraCon.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to take the whole week off. We're going to have a bunch of friends in town. Me and Alex, we're going to have the whole week off and we're going to chill leading up to it. And the week they decided to basically shut everything down was the week of SakuraCon. So that shit didn't happen.
That was sad. What a letdown.
Yeah. Truly a letdown. So that sucked.
Yeah, and like the Rina Sawayama concert got canceled. I got refunded for that like a couple days ago, actually.
Oh, here's, I don't know if this is good or not, but the Tiny Meat Gang tour got canceled because of it, so they delayed it a year. So then me and Henry both got tickets for that for like next year, November or something.
Hell yeah.
So that's cool. Means I guess I got to be in this country that time of year next year.
Yeah, whatever. Can make it happen.
I'll plan around that.
I'll probably be here.
Yeah.
Unless something crazy happens. Unless I become a criminal.
Yeah, we could.
Hey, speaking of criminals, I was at a place in downtown Seattle today, and some dude was like about to rob the store, and then he got tackled while I was inside.
Which store?
It was Oasis. It's like this bubble tea place. Karina's was with me. The dude, I don't know if he was like actually gonna rob the store, but apparently he was sus enough that the security guard like pinned him and then like brought him outside, and then he was struggling, so he like smashed his head against the glass window and it all broke, and then he ran away. That was pretty crazy. Got the heart pumping.
Did he become erect?
No, but I had a bubble waffle right after, and I'm thinking, Dave, we've been talking about the like miso gazebo.
Yeah, miso to go.
Yeah, miso to go in a gazebo.
Is it gonna be in a gazebo? I didn't.
Yeah,
know
wouldn't that be sick, dude?
Aren't gazebos open? Isn't that one of the aspects of a gazebo?
I mean, yeah, but you just cover it with like doors.
Doors?
Yeah, just like 6 doors.
Every side.
No, but
what about like a room of mirrors instead? Just every side of it's a mirror.
Like the revolving door mirrors. It's an entirely different themed restaurant now.
Is this a miso to go restaurant, or is this like an art installment?
We could get the city to pay for it. That's a good idea. I'm writing that down.
I'm sure. We just got to defund the police first, then they can afford that.
Yeah. It'll cost you $1 billion, actually.
Very expensive gazebo.
Yeah. Very expensive miso. Fermenting for 10,000 years, actually.
Ooh. Oh, we should explain the actual entire gimmick of the miso to go.
Yeah, so I got it, Dave. Those drive-through coffee places, right? So we were thinking that, but we were going to serve hot miso soup that you can drink in cups. But then I was thinking today how we could also do bubble waffles just because I like them and they're epic and they look cute.
What are bubble waffles?
You remember those things that we got? Or maybe I just got it at like the night market we went to a while ago. And the international
yeah. We got them because it was really rainy and we stood underneath the
don't remind me, dude.
That was really rainy. That was great. That was a good time. Oh gosh, I miss that so much.
Yeah, remember when like the entire water being suspended by the tent fell on me.
I do. Oh, that's great. I used to deal with that so much back when I used to work an event setup, and so it was nostalgic to see you get absolutely dumped on by a big gallon of water.
Yeah, and like I only had a shirt.
Hey, I give you a hat. You had my elf hat on.
Yeah, we walked to your car so that I could get a beanie because I was cold. Good times.
I'm a well prepared man. Like I just put a like a windbreaker in that bag of hats and stuff.
Bag of
I'm
preparedness. Is that what it is?
It's like a D&D item,
Mm-hmm.
My bag of holding, but it's all just hats.
Yeah, bag of preparedness. Mm-hmm. Protects you from intense weather conditions.
However, does not help against tarp water.
Tarp water, yeah. It's a good band name, Dave.
Ooh, we get started up.
Tarp water. What kind of genre is that?
I picture it having a Rayno. That's not a word. A piano. I combined some words.
Is a Rayno like a wino, but for rain?
They're really addicted to rain. They can't hold their Wayne. Oh man, my speech is devolving this episode already.
Now we can get into because you mentioned rainwater. We can start the discussion on Doctor Strangelove. Remember that movie?
We watched it together, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, collecting moisture. That's the joke you're getting at. I was like, what are you talking about? Why would we talk about that movie?
Like, you know why I only drink vodka and rainwater? He's the real Rayno. Go watch that movie, everybody.
Yeah, it's a good time. Doctor Strangelove, is that what it's called?
Yeah. I'm not going to say its full title.
And the love of nuclear bombs.
Something about loving bombs, yeah. What were you going to say?
I went to Best Buy today. And,
really?
I wanted to pick up a new charging cord for my phone when I'm in the car, because my old one kept disconnecting, as I'm sure you've seen happen multiple times.
Yes, I've heard you rage about it.
Yeah, and I got new headphones for when I go on walks, because I'm attempting to get a little less chub on my buns, And not really on my buns, my stomach, actually. My buns are fine. They're juicy, in fact.
Yeah.
But
anyway, I dig the buns.
They're, women, in my experience, like men with a nice ass. I've never had a woman complain about me having a juicelicious booty.
Yeah. I've got the cake, and believe me, Karina, corroborate in the comments, please.
Yeah, please, shout us
confirm.
Out.
Yeah. You have my permission to post some screenshots or, whatever the people need.
Little Henry booty action. If you want to actually just send me some of those directly, Karina. Thanks. Anyway, so I went to Best Buy and I got 4 movies while I was there because I wanted to watch some movies.
What movies did you get?
So I got The Tale of Princess Kaguya, which is a Studio Ghibli film I have not seen. So I'm looking forward to that. I got The Princess Bride, 30th Anniversary Edition.
Classic. Watched that one a couple months ago.
I watched most of it once. I want to say in like 8th grade English class with Mr. What's his name? I don't remember his name.
It's a good rewatch.
Yeah, I never finished it because the class like ran out of time or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got that on Blu-ray. It was like $7 or something. I picked up The Emperor's New Groove double movie collection, so it also has Kronk's New Groove, but I've heard that's bad though. So
I know nothing about Kronk's New Groove. I gotta say,
I assume it's bad, but
probably
I got it for The Emperor's New Groove. I've heard it's a good movie, very funny.
Yeah. Isn't it weird how like Disney made sequels and they are all bad?
Yeah. Like, why'd they do that? They also made the TV shows of movies.
Yeah,
like Lilo and Stitch. And
what a weird, like...
business.
Yeah, what a weird, like, tie-in thing that never happens anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. It still happens. There's Frozen 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a Frozen TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney's popping some shit. I mean, they're rebooting a bunch of old
Oh God, don't even
shows
talk
for
about
their
that.
for their. I mean, I don't care. I don't have the Disney streaming
I
platform.
thought you were gonna bring up the fact that they're like rebooting all their old films in live action for some reason.
Oh no, that's horrible. Speaking of rebooting animated movies in live action, I got the OG Aladdin also.
Nice.
So
Oh God, I totally forgot about Will Smith.
yeah,
Uh,
the funny blue Will Smith. That was fucking horrific.
wow.
Those are all horrible. Like what they do? They've done Lion King, which what the fuck? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do a live action adaptation of a lion movie?
Yeah.
What?
I actually heard the Jungle Book one was good, but I haven't seen it. I heard it's pretty different than the original.
Interesting.
But I mean, the original Jungle Book is the greatest film ever made. So
I honestly, I haven't seen it within a time frame where I could remember it. I was too young. So that's, I guess, maybe one on my list of things to watch. I know my brother, when he was young, like rewatched that movie constantly, like kids do.
yeah, aren't kids weird about that? Just watch the
Yeah.
same thing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think. I was about to say I don't think I've ever done that. But then there was that one year that I watched The Polar Express with Wesley literally every night in December. Sorry, buddy, if you're listening.
When I was, I'd say in middle school on my Zune, because I had a Zune.
Wow.
I had two movies on it, which was the movie Hot Rod, which pretty good comedy, I would say, and I also had Braveheart, and so I've seen those two movies very many times.
When did you watch them?
In
When
bed,
did you
and
watch things on your Zune? Really?
yeah, and it was like a good enough screen. I mean, it's like a cell phone screen. It was
Yeah.
just about. So I just watched it on that in bed, and it's like I don't know. I don't know. It's like I'd be expected to be in bed, but I
You'd
didn't
be
really
like,
want to go to sleep yet. I get to watch a show in bed. Look
time
at
to
this.
watch Hot Rod again.
I remember at one point when I was in elementary school, I had a little tiny CRT in my room that was probably 15 inches, 20 inches. I don't know, somewhere. It was tiny. But I remember it was hooked up to cable. Because
Wow.
at one point in time, you could still do that, where you could have random fucking TVs in your house hooked up to the cable. And I remember watching South Park on it and like having the volume extremely low so that no one would hear me because that wasn't something I was allowed to watch. And yeah, so I'd sit there next to the little tiny CRT, fucking inches from it with the volume super low, and
Yeah.
good times.
Dang. That reminds me of what was it? I played Fable when I wasn't supposed to on the original Xbox.
And you had like 15 wives. You were mad fucking.
No, I didn't know how to do that.
Oh.
But like my dad knew that you could do that in that game, I think, and so he didn't want me to play it. But I just like played the game and killed everyone, which I mean was probably another reason why I shouldn't play it, because I was just murdering everyone. That's probably not a good thing for your parents to see. There's just like a bunch of townspeople like, just dead in the street, and you murdered all of them.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of
Bad video games.
No, I was gonna say, speaking of children killing,
Ooh.
that's one of the good things about COVID. We haven't
What
had
the-
school shootings,
Ah,
right?
true.
like that's kind of the hidden blessing. 200,000 dead, but no school shootings.
Clap for America, everyone.
Yeah. God bless America. So,
Pathetic.
yeah, that's like the one upside we got going, I think.
Is that why you're planning to leave the country, right? Why don't you tell us about that?
I'm considering it. So, backtrack. So, yeah, COVID hit. Running dropped out of the election. We didn't record an episode for 7 months. Also, part of the reason was I started going to a different branch for work. So I was like for 2 or 3 nights out of the week, I was all the way on the other side of Washington. And I was in Port Angeles, so I was within range of Victoria, Canada on my Tinder. So I'm currently dating a girl that lives in Victoria. So I've never met her. And we can't see each other till the borders open. Anyway, I kind of want to get out of this hellscape country, so I'm considering trying to move to Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, this place is just such a shit show. It's like, I like Seattle. I really do like Seattle a lot.
Same.
It's just like, I can't afford to live here.
Yeah.
It's like so fucking expensive. And then it's like also, it's like any time our government's just going to go even more Nazi and we're going to be even more fucked. Oh, that goes on a different tangent I kind of wanted to go on to. Can I speak for the both of us here, Henry?
Sure.
Fuck the police.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this shit's been fucking bullshit. And I believe us here at Creamy Evening fully support defunding the police, and we fully endorse rioting and protesting. So,
yes.
Fucking keep at it, because these
do your worst
shitbags. Yeah, seriously. Like, I was talking to somebody about it at some point, where it's like, how the hell is Jeff Bezos alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's solely a distance thing. Like, it's like an access thing. You know, it's hard to get to Jeff Bezos just because it's like private planes and shit. But it's like, literally, how is that guy alive? It's like, he's just fucking stealing everybody's money, and everybody's like, yeah, that's cool. Keep being bald, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, I remember seeing a tweet. It was about the news reporter that do you remember the Panama Papers that happened like 5 or 6 years ago, when
Vaguely.
It was like revealed that like tons of rich people just kept their money in offshore accounts in Panama, so that they couldn't get like taxed on them, and nothing was being done about it, even though there was like plenty of information on it.
Yeah.
Apparently, the reporter who broke that story was killed in a car bombing, like a couple years ago, after the fact, and it's like, oh
yeah,
great.
the amount of that shit that goes on is fucking insane.
Yeah.
When you like realize just how like entirely fucked everything is, like that's what like the last year has instilled in me, is like, wow, everything's just entirely fucked. When you see like how deep corruption goes, how entirely undemocratic our system is, like the farther and farther you go down the rabbit hole, you're like, wow, these people really are just entirely fucking just complete demons, these people.
Out for their own gain.
Yeah, it's like
really demoralizing.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I mean, recently.
And how do you ignore it all? Like in this day and age, how do you ignore it all? You can't.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how you can like be alive a while, like fucking boomers are, and just not see like how much they're getting fucked, and how much like everything's out to screw them. It's crazy because I mean, I work with like a lot of conservatives, and you'll hear them talk about like rich people being shitty or people that don't work. You will hear them talk about how like the company owners and shit like don't do any work. But it's like, for some reason the lines never got crossed in their head that make them think maybe we're getting fucked over here, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
or maybe you should like organize and do something about it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's or like when you hear like right-wing people talk about how like the Second Amendment's used to be like, it's supposed to be used to like, you know, fight the government if it becomes too powerful.
Yeah, and like, it's like, bro, you should have been doing that a long time ago.
Well, it's like, that's literally what fucking rioting is.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally the purpose, you dumbasses.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about it a long time ago. What was that? Like a year ago in a car ride, we were talking about how old people, they just can't think critically.
Yeah. So, So I think one thing that might be different between people are like our generation and like kind of the generations around ours, especially once we go into Zoomers and whatnot, um, is I think the internet theoretically, especially in the early Wild West days, I feel like it really diversified and like non decentralized information and ideas and culture.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think people that are like boomers, I think the reason that they're so dumb is because they had fucking TV with 60 channels or 20 channels, and then like all their information they got was from sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah.
So where it's like we might be like engaging a lot in fucking media and social media and whatnot, but it's not centralized.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not able to be just completely brainwashed as much.
Yeah, it's
And
not like a feed of like or stream of information that they're
yeah,
just like listening to all the time. That
like
makes sense.
what?
I remember thinking it was insane cuz my family, God bless, hasn't had cable or TV for like 6 years or something now.
Mm,
Um like none of my family ever like watched it. And I mean, nowadays you just like watch things on the internet, right? If you want to watch a
yeah.
show or something. Um, but then I went to um, a friend's place in the South like 4 years ago. And I thought it was insane that they just had the news on 24/7. The news was playing 24/7. Fox News.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, like I mean, I see that myself with people, and it's like I'll see like the Democratic theoretically like sources, right? The Democrat side, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like what they're presenting is just complete bullshit compared to what like the Democratic Party actually is. It's like I don't know, like watching the vice president debates. I know we were joking about talking about this, but now we actually are talking about this.
All right.
But just like watching them talk about like, yeah, Green New Deal and shit. It's like they're fucking not gonna pass that shit.
Yeah.
It's like Joe Biden and fucking Kamala Harris. It's like you have video of like them being like, yeah, nothing will fundamentally change, and I would not allow a ban on fracking and all this shit. And it's like I don't know, like the ideas presented by our media is so off from what like the reality. If you actually look at like policy being presented and what the actual like politics of these people are.
Yeah, you're saying
And
that what they're presenting is more left leaning than what's actually going to be done,
yeah, I mean
basically.
it's kind of like Obama. It's like there's fucking quotes of Obama. Also, fuck Obama. Let me just say that. But there's
True.
quotes of Obama being like, yeah, if I was president at any other time, I'd be considered a moderate Republican. Because it's like he fucking was. That guy was a piece of shit.
Hmm.
Um, there's many clips of the Boondocks talking about it.
But bro, he was respectful.
Yeah, God. I had somebody I work with tell me that God, forgetting the word off the top of my head, which is I'm not gonna go into this tangent, but basically just being like, yeah, if you need to actually like not just think about the morals of like your vote, you need to think about like what the result is of it, and one of the candidates is slightly better than the other. It's like no, they fucking aren't. There's tons of neo Nazis that are like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for Biden because I think he's gonna be harder on the rioters and
Yeah.
it's it's like, dude, he's the one who fucking wrote crime bills. He talked about how he doesn't want the school systems to be a zoo when they were like desegregating buses and
Hmm.
shit. It's it's fucking disgusting. But yeah, it's like our entire media, our entire political system's like a complete fucking scam, setup, bullshit.
Hmm.
And yeah, there's this entire fucking aspect of the population that has just been
Duped.
spoon-fed politics for their whole life that don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's like like independent journalism is like non-existent in the US at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's all on Twitter now.
Yeah. There was was it a clip from The Simpsons maybe? I don't remember. It was an animated show. I don't remember what it was. I saw it the other day, but it was like a clip, and I want to say it was like a Lisa character or something like that, who was like, that's what we need in the world, is we need to have everybody videotaping all the time, and that way,
Mm-hmm.
we can know what's actually going on. And that ends up being pretty true. Is you see that what's going on in the actual world is much different than what's being presented.
Yeah.
The classic quote, "The revolution will not be televised."
Yep.
But yeah, we should probably go into a comedic segment here, huh? we went into a bit of us ranting, but it has been 7 months, and there's been a lot of shit to rant about.
Yeah, get the ranting out.
This is kind of the catch-up episode on like 7 months of like
bullshit,
bullshit politics.
COVID,
fucking police brutality, COVID. Yeah, COVID doesn't. It's like we don't even know what the fuck the deal is with COVID. I feel like, I don't know. It's the entire process. Like imagine when it started and people were hoarding toilet paper, right? Imagine like 5 months ago, people were hoarding toilet paper.
Yeah.
It's like there's constant like, oh, is it airborne? Is it, is it this? Is it that? Oh, it can't be transmitted this way. Oh, you can't close the economy. Oh, we can't wear masks. Oh, this, oh, that. Oh, it's only in this percentage of people. Only these people are at risk. Blah, 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 blah. And none of the information's trustworthy.
Yeah. RLM did a little bit about that, remember?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Mike and Jay going back and forth saying, well, I heard.
And that was a good bit. And yeah. I have no idea what RLM's politics really are. I get the impression from like, wow, this is a tangent. But from watching Mike talk about Star Trek, I feel like I don't think he's like a right-winger.
No. I don't think any of them are. I know that Jack isn't, for sure.
Yeah, I know Jack isn't. So that's nice. It's nice having people that like make
that you look up to.
That you don't hate. Like, I've grown so much respect for Noel over the last several months. Like, Noel from Tiny Meat Gang. It's like whenever he goes on bits about politics, it's usually
spot on.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like he's I don't know. He's talked about like he's like defended trans people on his stream and stuff, and
he's a stand-up dude.
Yeah. That was a definite tangent, but yeah, that was complete bullshit. What else has been complete bullshit? Anything else top of your mind?
Let's talk about Omnath and Standard.
Let's discuss the economy.
1% of our viewership. Well, actually, you know what? 7 subscribers. That's probably like 25% of our viewership cares about Magic the Gathering.
I think most of our friend group has watched it. Like, I think at least like maybe Dalton and Alex have watched the episode.
Yeah,
I know Alex
that
has.
they have.
So we've got maybe even upwards to half of our audience that are into Magic the Gathering.
I don't actually give a shit about Standard, but last Magic set, pretty lame, pretty tame, I'd say. There was a couple cool things in it, but nothing I loved. Commander Legends still isn't out 7 months later.
I think it's being delayed. I think I got delayed a month because of production. I think I heard that.
Okay, that would be why. Because, they did spoilers, and it's like, that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
But I'm still looking forward to that.
To your what? Oh, to that Legends.
Yeah, to Commander Legends.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. I don't know. Actually, one of my notes for what we should talk about is, in fact, the state of MTG. So this is good. This is on my list.
Yeah. I mean, neither you and I are into the like competitive scene very much.
Yeah, neither of us play like 60-card formats, really, just because it's like, there'd be no reason to get into it now. Because I kind of want to play Pauper, but it's like no reason to buy a deck now.
Yeah. And, I mean, the other reason is...
Commander's better.
Commander's better, more fun, more variety. Deck building is
Mm-hmm.
a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I've from what I know, only like 32 people are allowed to play at the events right now, like the big
Oh yeah.
tournaments.
Well, I
Only
know it's like the
32.
place we played at. I think they're limited to like 8 or 16 or something. I think it's
Yeah,
16. They're limited to
yeah,
maybe.
but I'm talking about like the Pro Tour stuff.
Yeah.
Only 32 entrants. And
Yeah.
I
Which
I
makes
think they just picked them based on past results, which is kind of ridiculous.
well, all of competitive MTG is kind of ridiculous when you look at
Yeah,
like how that's set up.
yeah, it's a
Uh,
joke.
yeah. Yeah, I don't really care about that side of things too much. I'm not. I mean, I dislike it when they like break the other formats. 'Cause I think the other formats should be supported
Hmm.
well. And I'm not a huge fan of like how many bannings they're doing. Uh,
Yeah,
like I don't care too much about like the if one occasionally slips through, it's not a problem. But it definitely
yeah,
gets the hey, we're gonna push one thing to sell boxes and then we're gonna ban it kind of
yeah. It's
vibe.
like, yeah, that's the Yu-Gi-Oh way. Like Oko was the huge one, but then recently there was like Underworld Dreams, right? No,
Maybe I don't know.
what's the two? There's the 2 mana red card that's basically Yawgmoth's Will, the
Oh,
escape one,
yes,
which was
yeah.
like, okay,
I know.
dude, why are you printing this? It's Yawgmoth's Will.
It's like people have to know these things are broken. Like people in R&D have to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Or they just
but
like, I remember, I read an article about Tarmagoyf from a long time ago, like 10 years ago or something, and
uh
how, I mean, Tarmagoyf for a really long time was just the best 2 drop ever. 2 mana, 6/7, or,
yeah,
you know, you just
yeah,
slap
whatever
a
it was.
Rancor on it, and suddenly you're beating people for 8 on turn 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And, um, and he was the guy, I forget who designed it, but he was talking about how it ended up that way, and how it was literally just like a last second mistake, because originally it was 2 mana star, so it was just, the types of cards in your graveyards add to its power and toughness.
Yeah,
But then they were like, well, then you can't actually just like play it on 2 if there's nothing in your graveyard. So they added the +1 to the toughness. And then they quickly realized, oh, this is just broken with all the dredge stuff. Um, and so they fixed it, but by that point, they like didn't save the document or something like that, or they had already sent it out when it wasn't supposed to be sent out. And so Goyf was just printed with star +1. And I
yeah,
mean, a foil Goyf a while back was like $10,000 or something like that. And it was just like the tiniest mistake. And I mean, that card never got banned, but it was obviously at a
yeah,
ridiculous price point for a super
yeah,
long time. And, and that's just a completely different situation than Oko, because it's just
yeah.
like, I mean, they got to have things ironed out pretty well over there at Wizards at this point.
You'd
And
think.
Oko was just like, okay, we're just going to push this broken mythic, sell the box kind of a thing. Because what
Yeah.
else was in that set?
Nothing. That set sucked. Thrones of
Yeah.
Eldraine. That was an awful set, in my
Yeah, the
opinion.
best cards were in the Brawl decks.
Oh yeah, wasn't Corvold also played?
Yeah,
Wasn't that
from the
played in
Brawl deck.
Standard or something? Yeah.
It was Chulane that was played
Yeah.
a lot. And he was in the
Uh,
Brawl deck. And then those sold out immediately because they were good.
yeah. There
So,
was so you know how there's recently like the Walking Dead collab?
oh, fuck.
So Mark Rosewater, we're really going deep into MTG stuff now. So Mark Rosewater, he posted something like, so if we're gonna do like collabs in the future, how do you want to do them? Because basically there's only 3 options I see, blah 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 blah. And he's basically like, hey, if we're gonna do collabs, how do you think they should be done? And And it's just like, dude, I don't know, just don't fucking print cards that are only available through singular places. Like, don't do fucking Walking Dead collabs. That's stupid.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you could do collabs with that would be fine.
That would be
but
so
Walking
cool,
Dead,
I think.
Like, Path of Exile. Mwah. Perfect.
Dude, the
Beautiful.
Godzilla one was super sick. I feel like they should have
Godzilla
got their
was fine.
own cards, but it was a cool tie-in to Ikoria either way.
Yeah. Well, and that's one thing that is a big difference is the Godzilla cards, they were all already cards. They were just alternate art, alternate named versions. The Walking Dead things, they haven't printed those cards as normal Magic cards yet. So the only way you can get them is with the fucking Walking Dead characters on them.
Yeah.
Through a specific thing that's like a one-time sale, and it's like, you people.
Yeah.
Greedy fucking company.
There's some things that I like about Secret Lair, like the cool alternate art, cool foil stuff, cool
I bought
printings.
one of the things.
Yeah, like cool printings of cards that already exist.
Yeah.
Those are sweet. But yeah, the exclusivity from like the Walking Dead stuff is just like,
Yeah.
no thanks, dude. I don't want, like, if for some reason I wanted the goddamn Rick because I'm building a human deck, I don't want Rick and like my Magic the Gathering deck.
Yeah.
And 2, it's probably going to be like $15 because the collection is like what, $40 or something?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But how long till we get Pickle Rick on a card?
Mm.
Now then they've sold me. Not really.
Yeah.
Fuck that show too, but
Hey, I like Pickle Rick.
oh god.
Let's just talk about cool MTG collab ideas. Path of Exile is obviously a great start.
Path of Exile would be amazing. I'd be okay with the Game of Thrones one.
I just feel like Path of Exile, it slides so well into MTG.
Yeah.
Like
Puzzles and Dragons.
Ooh, get a little Ronya action in there.
Yeah,
Nobody gets that joke.
Very, very deep cut.
Yeah, but I mean, like Path of Exile. Back to this again because
Yeah.
you've turned my switch on, and it sounds awesome. You could do like some sweet ass legendary equipment to represent the uniques. Get some legends in there. Have some cool spells representing the skills and spells of the game. That'd be awesome. Imagine the Cyclone spell.
Yeah. Ooh.
Deal X damage to all creatures. Rebound, baby.
At the beginning of combat on your turn, it's an enchantment. On the beginning of combat on your turn, deal X damage to each other creature, where X is this creature's power. It's mythic because it's the best spell in Path of Exile.
Yeah. And then they got to put Leap Slam in there. That's the removal card.
It's removal. It's not like it gains flying until end of turn. No, it's removal.
Yeah, it's it's target creature gains flying until end of turn. Destroy target creature, baby.
I was thinking it'd just be Path of Exile. It'd just be one red Path of Exile.
Path to Exile.
Ooh. I said the wrong thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You can imagine why.
I knew you said the wrong thing. You could have been making an epic joke, but you were actually just saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Path 2.
Yeah.
Path in. What else could be good? I mean, there's like so many options. Fuck, get Legend of Zelda. Like,
oh, that'd be cool too.
Like you got you got Zoras, you got the Gerudo, you got. It's like you got multiple different like groups that could easily be, hey, these are the different colors.
Yeah. You could even like type them in specific ways so that they could fit into other archetypes.
Yeah, I mean, like the Zora could be Merfolk.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Gorgagons or whatever they're called. I don't know what
you could just give them the warrior tag or something.
Elemental maybe.
Oh yeah, elemental maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
what else would be cool?
That would splash in. Wow.
Give me the League of Legends collab.
League of Legends. I mean, that could be fine, honestly. I don't know if I want it, but
people have been coming about that forever, Dave. Look up League of Legends MTG cards. You'll see some bullshit online.
Oh, trust me. So I used to do the custom MTG shit because I was like trying to make my own set basically. Way too much work, by the way. I can't suggest it.
Yeah, for one dude, no way, impossible.
Very, very complex. That and you're trying to find art that kind of fits. And, oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah. So I've definitely seen a lot of like horribly made cards. Like the people that make custom Magic cards, 95% of the time, they make just the dumbest shit.
Yep.
It's like way too many. Basically, they make modern Magic cards because there's way too much text on them.
Yeah. They make Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is modern Magic.
Yeah.
You ever see Questing Beast, dude? He's got like 50 lines of text. My.
And I still don't think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else could be good? I'm sure there's like
Super Smash Brothers Melee for the Nintendo GameCube.
Specifically Melee.
You got Fox up smash as an instant. Destroy target creature. 1 red, baby.
Is there any like anime that would be good?
Anime that
just Studio Ghibli. Just
that would be cool. Honestly, I would love like some Studio Ghibli art Magic cards. That would just be cool.
I think there's a lot of things that could work well for the 5 cards sold individually.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
or
Path of Exile could be a set, and
yes.
Zelda could be a set. Studio Ghibli could not be a set.
Yeah. I was thinking the same exact thing. But some like cool anime, like I mean, My Hero Academia would be the big one. People would eat that shit up.
Yeah. Boruto.
Boruto. Sounds like a goddamn bean. Scooby-Doo.
Oh gosh.
He brings back the trap mechanic.
Fred's ascots as an equipment.
Lets you find Daphne in your deck.
My glasses. That card's actually an alternate win con.
Yeah, if Velma finds her glasses.
If you have 5 pairs of glasses on the field, you win the game.
No, I was thinking it would be one of those like stupid old like cards that you have to physically interact with. Like you gotta spin Velma around, and then and then if she touches the glasses, then you win.
That's awful.
All right, let's get off this topic. We're into meme territory.
Yeah, it sank in quality.
All right, what you been listening to recently, Dave?
Oh yeah, that was one of the topics I wanted to talk about. It's not on my list, but I wanted to talk about that. Well, let me get my list of music. I feel like I've listened to a lot of stuff over the last 7 months. Because we both listen to a decent amount of new music. But recently, at least, I have been listening to the newest album by Fleet Foxes a lot, called Shore. Really good album. I've seen people compare some of the guitar on it to like the Birds.
Yeah, I know that they're. I don't know about the new album, but their back catalog is very highly regarded among critics. So that could be good to dive into if you haven't done that yet. I think I've only heard like one song by them.
They're good. I don't know if I recently linked you one, but there's a couple that I really like on this album.
Yeah, I'll probably get into them recently.
All right, Henry, when are we creating our first album?
I've actually been writing song lyrics. Yeah, because I get really good ideas. Like if I wake up in the middle of the night and then I have to write things down and it hurts my eyes, but I do it anyways.
Classic.
But as far as what I've been listening to, I've been listening to the debut Gorillaz album quite a bit recently. Feeling like it's kind of underrated. I really enjoy it.
Like 2000 or whatever? There's a song on it. What's the name of that album?
It's called Gorillaz.
Oh yeah, it's self-titled. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's I mean the beats are pretty basic. Obviously, nothing compared to like Plastic Beach and their stuff that's coming out now, which is like insane.
Yeah. That's the one with like Clint Eastwood on it, right?
Yeah. That was the hit. But that album's pretty good. Been listening to that. Going back to the old Standby, Songs for the Deaf, possibly the greatest rock album ever made, hard rock album ever made.
Honestly, I'm going to entirely agree. I've fallen asleep listening to that album.
It is so good.
It's like, there's every song on it's a bopper.
Yeah.
I mean, like Six Shooter, it's like.
Oh, God. I love Six Shooter so much. I told you about Brad Taste in Music, right?
You told me about him, yeah.
Yeah, he did a reaction to the first half of the album. The second part hasn't come out yet, but he was surprised by the album because on the first song he was like, "Oh, it sounds like it's gonna be pretty low key," before it explodes. and then he got to Six Shooter and he just had like wide eyes the whole time.
Man, Mosquito Song is probably within my top 6 favorite songs easily. It's so good.
Yeah, really good lyrically. And it's also really cool how it like teases their next album too. I don't know if you know about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, at the end of the song he says like Lullabies to Paralyze, which is the name of their next album.
Oh, I have Lullabies to Paralyze. Very good album also.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the song Lullabies from that album, very good.
Yeah, that's the opener, right?
Yeah, it's the opener, and it reminds me of.
I know exactly where you're going with this.
The OP for Gunketsuo's opener, the anime of the Count of Monte Cristo. I know that you know.
I thought you were gonna say End of an Empire, but.
Oh no, it doesn't remind me of End of an Empire remotely. No, it reminds me of the opener for the anime Genketsuo. Very similar vocals. But also a very soft song. So,
looks like we have a special guest that came into the podcast today. How's it going, Jake?
Oh, you just joined the fucking Discord.
Well, this is the gang hangout, so I didn't know we were doing a whole thing here.
Yeah. Oh shit. We might actually have to rely on the OBS's audio for this, Henry.
For this part, anyways. Yeah.
For this part, at least.
or you could just cut it out. You have one cut to do. Sorry, buddy. Hi, Jake.
Hey, how's it going?
We're almost at the end of our hour, actually. We were talking about music.
Yeah.
Well, great.
What are you doing?
Good thing I'm not interrupting anything, right? Well, I thought we were playing some games, but
yeah, we can after.
Doing your podcast, maybe make a podcast channel on the Discord.
Yeah, honestly, I was going to like have us move to like a private chat, and then I completely forgot.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Well, yeah,
Jake,
we'll make a locked one.
Anything you wanna talk about in case I decide to use the OBS's audio? How's it been going? You're our first guest star.
It's going great. I'm glad you guys asked me to come on tonight. I didn't prepare any topics. It's really off the cuff,
Don't worry, we got them.
Do we have any topics, Henry? What were we doing?
Favorite episode of Seinfeld, buddy? Go.
Yeah, I'll leave on that note.
No, Jake,
all right, see ya.
Jake. What's a scenario that Henry can act out as Kramer?
You have feelings for Seinfeld.
Like the show? The show? Or the character?
Your choice, Henry. You're in charge. Commence.
Okay, can you make like TV noises?
I don't know what TV sound like.
I don't know. I just like white noise in the background,
How about this? He's watching a racing movie.
I picture. Okay, here's what I'm seeing right now in my mind's eye. Kramer sitting down in a lazy boy chair, the TV on. It's late at night. beer bottles everywhere, trash strewn about the room. He's wearing a stained wife beater. He sits alone in the dark, set against the TV screen, the only illumination. Yes. And he's dead in the eyes until you hear, ba-doom, doom, 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 doom. And then he leans forward slowly, closer to the TV. You know, he moves the lever on the lazy boy. It pushes him forward. And then he moves forward off of his chair. And he starts to unbutton his pants. And then the power's out. He's alone. Oh. And so you know what he does?
Jerks his ding-dong off?
No. We're in the 21st century now, so he grabs his phone and he starts streaming Seinfeld off of his phone.
His phone data, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Henry. That was nice. Scenic. I don't know why I said scenic.
Well, I mean, I didn't really act it out. I mean, I could have done like a, oh, Jerry kind of thing. But, you know.
Yeah. It was more of a short story. Improvised
short story about one man losing his only love.
Maybe that's what we need to move into is like improvised short stories.
Yeah. Let's do one right now. I'm down. All right, I did mine. Yeah, you do yours, buddy.
Okay. Can you give me a bit of a topic, something to go off of here?
Okay. There's a man alone with a box of pizza, and he's hungry, but the door rattles. He's alone. Go.
So the man sits on his couch, ready to envelop his pizza. A foul stench arising from the old pepperoni.
I can smell it.
He bought his pizza from a very lackluster pizza place because it is nearby and therefore very easy for him to acquire. I can't wait to eat this. The door rattles. He goes over to it, looking out of the peephole. Quite strange. There's nothing out there.
Oh my God.
He can hear howling in the distance.
Howling?
Oh! He realizes that he's looking into his closet. The peephole doesn't exist.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Wow. That had me gripped. Mm-hmm. And I'm being real with you here. Gripped until the end.
Gripped like 10 fingers holding on to a slice of pizza.
10? You got all 10 on there, huh?
Yeah. It's a very large slice.
Okay, just imagine in your heads, loyal listeners, what grabbing onto a pizza with 10 fingers looks like.
Not including thumbs. Like, this man has extra... He has extra fingers.
So it's like still flopping down?
Yeah. And then you see off screen, like, his dick flops onto the pizza, too, and you're like, oh, what's going on here?
I'm sad that made me laugh. Fuck you. Well, it looks like we've pretty much reached the end of our allotted time here, so...
We've also really ran out of topics at this point.
I don't know. I liked what was going on.
Yeah.
But any closing thoughts, Dave? Anything you want to say?
No, I don't have anything. We'll be back next week. I plan on actually producing these weekly, hopefully.
True.
If we ever get to the point where we're reliably actually uploading weekly, maybe we'll try opening a Patreon, but until then we won't. We're trying to record these in one-shots now, so we're not editing things out.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did feel like I had another point. I don't remember what it was. Let me look at my notes here. A Kramer bit, State of MTG, last episode. We, as you can see on screen now, if you're watching on YouTube, because that's the only place we upload so far, we have a new background and some art that I had commissioned like 6 or 7 months ago.
Convenient.
Yeah, it took us a while. But that's from one of my favorite local Washington artists, so I just want to shout her out. That's at, if you look her up, at Alter Ego Expressions. Yeah, she's great.
Nice.
Any closing thoughts from you, Henry?
I was gonna say the same thing as you. I'd love to record more. It's nice that we don't say stupid shit that has to get cut out.
Yeah, we didn't really say anything too horrible. There's like 2 things I think I'm gonna cut.
Okay.
That's all I can think of. So we're in a good place.
As to what?
I missaid one thing, and then there's an awkward bit right at the start, and I don't want it to be awkward at the start. So
True. Yeah, I want it to flow naturally.
yeah.
Well,
So that's my only cuts.
thanks for listening, gamers.
Oh yeah, and thanks for joining in, Jake. If you're still here.
No, he's gone.
See. All right.
See y'all.
See you next week.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck off, idiot.
I stopped my recording right at the end.